Good day, YouTube Patriots, if there's any out there. This is Mike the Patriot coming to you on recorded line from the downtown metropolis of LaMonte, Missouri. YouTube has done it. Yes, they have. They have decided to graciously allow my account to have my account back, something like that. And I'm just on here to tell you that I'm not posting on YouTube. The only place that you can find the Patriot and Mike show is on Rumble, among the other like Telegram and everywhere else. But I mean, far as live, unedited, uninterrupted, and unmuted, like YouTube does, is Rumble. Go over to Rumble and find me at Patriot Mike Cook, all one word, Patriot Mike Cook. The links will be in the description section on this post onto my once deleted YouTube channel, which they have restored all of a sudden. And I'm going to play a video of my rant earlier today on my show, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Central Time. Figure out what time that is wherever you are at. That I do every single day and have been doing for a long time, but it's not been on YouTube because, well, they don't allow it. And this is intentional, what I'm doing here, to see how long it takes for them to kick me off. If they take this video down, I'll reload it. You've been warned. And here we go with my YouTube rant, Patriot Mike Show. Okay, so if something interesting happened to me, this is my personal testimony, and I'm going to talk about it because I want to. Something interesting. So over a year ago, YouTube said I had too many strikes to get me and took my whole entire Patriot Mike Show page gone. I could not access YouTube at all personally. My personal account was gone. And if I go to YouTube and try to sign in, it says I can't do it. I can't even create an account. I can't do it under my original YouTube, on my original Google, anything. If I use Google, if I go to Google and try to create a YouTube account, I can't do it. Now, if I go to Brave and create a YouTube account backwards through a different web browser, I can. But I can't do it right. I was 271's where it's at now. I was banned. So they were still withdrawing my $12.99, and I had threw a fit about it. I tried to get them. There's no way to contact them. It went round and round with them. Stop taking the money out. You're not letting me use my account, but you're charging me for premium. Stop taking it out. So finally went to the bank, told the bank what was going on, and they cut them off. They wouldn't let them take any more money out of my account. Rita says, when we paid into Social Security, we believed we were contributing to our retirement. Were we just lied to? Yes, you were lied to. Your money goes into the general fund and is spent. There is no retirement account at Social Security. Zip, zero, nada, nothing. We're $33 trillion in debt. Think about it. There is no retirement account. It went straight to the general fund. And before the 70s, it went to an account where they took it all out, put an IOU in there. So there was IOUs that said there was money in an account somewhere for you, but there was still no money in there. Social Security was set up specifically to be a slush fund for the government. It's a tax. You're taxed. Just think about this. If you invested at 5%, the money that they've taken from your whole, you'd be a multimillionaire today. But you're only getting what, $672 a month or something? $1,200 a month, $2,000 a month if you're lucky. Yeah, think about it. And when you die, where's all that money go that you put in there over the years? They keep it because it's not there. There's no, if we're $33 trillion in debt and running $2 trillion deficits, that means there is no money in any account anywhere in our government ever, on any account. So there's no money. Understand that. Okay, so it's back to YouTube. It's at 293. It's about to hit 300 points. So YouTube got mad here recently, and they sent me a couple little notifications saying they're not getting their money. Well, hi, Mike. We've had a little trouble processing your last payment to our YouTube Premium. In fact, you may have already seen an email from Google letting you know there's an issue charging your credit or debit card. Wow, isn't that sad for you? So sad. So sad. But don't worry, this stuff happens. Sometimes it's an insufficient balance, or maybe the card you used just expired. The good news, it's super easy to fix. All you have to do is update your payment method, and now your YouTube Premium benefits won't be interrupted, except that my YouTube Premium benefits were interrupted over a year ago. I can't even access the freaking account. So I click on this, and it goes to their stupid YouTube page. Watch this. They want me to do this, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to. Oh, it's $12.99 anyways. So that's not the one I wanted. It's contact support. So I went over here and I contacted support, and I left them a little message. And my little message said something like this: YouTube, sucker crank. No, I said, look, over a year ago, you suspended me for telling the truth. You disagreed with my opinion, and because I had an opinion that disagreed with you, you took my entire account down, and I cannot access my account at all. So I'm not paying you. I also added, by the way, I now have a rapidly growing account on Rumble, and they pay me handsomely for doing it. So you can stick it. Basically what I said. And I said mega. Just because. I should have put in where we go one, we go all. So I get up this morning and I get to looking at my account, and YouTube has sent me a new email. It says this: hey, Patriot Mike Cook, our team renewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates the medical information policy. We removed the following content from. I said, well, you did what? You removed content. I put content on your thing for over a year because I've been grounded. I can't even access the account. I can't even watch YouTube videos. Why? What are you talking about removing content? Say, what? What you talking about, Willis? So I said, well, by golly gee, review your content here. So I go to it. And lo and behold, like magic, they restored my account. They've restored my YouTube account. I can now access my YouTube account. I mean, opinion you had 8 months ago turned out to be true. You know, I can access my YouTube account. I'm back on. Isn't that special? They're desperate. YouTube is so desperate to get my $13 that they restored my YouTube account just to get my $13. Are you that broke? Really? That it matters? So I've decided that this segment that I'm doing right now, I'm going to clip out of this and post it to my YouTube account. But I want to make sure that I make, this is for you, YouTube, Google, Alphabet, AI devil worshipers, whatever you want to call yourself. I want to make it perfectly clear where I stand with YouTube. Because I will never, ever, 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 let me make it clear, I will never flipping on the entire planet ever, if you're the last streaming service on the planet, use you again. Ever. And nor will you ever get another dime from me. Let me make this perfectly clear to you. You don't like my beliefs. You don't want my money. You don't want my eyeballs. You don't like me. You hate me. You call me names. You sit there and lie about the truth. Let me just see, since I'm going to post this video on YouTube, are you listening, Alphabet? Are you listening, Google? Let me make this as clear as possible. The Corona-19 virus was lab created by the United States of America in Ukraine for the sole purpose as a biological weapon to introduce another bioweapon, which is the Corona-19 vaccine created by Pfizer and Moderna that is specifically designed to cause harm to human beings. Death rates around the planet are up 40 and 50%. I don't know how many of my friends are getting blood clots in their legs. I talked to another friend of mine who is a paramedic. I said, how many people have you run recently with blood clots? He said, I can't even count them. I said, prior to this, never have I done one in my entire career until the last 6 or 8 months. It's causing people to die suddenly of a coincidence all over the world. Soccer players, football players, basketball players. It is a biological weapon designed specifically to kill people. From a Luciferian cult hierarchy of people, starting at the World Economic Forum, and you devil-worshiping, AI-generating Nazi scum over at Alphabet that believe what the Georgia Guidestones had to say about eliminating 6 billion people off the planet. Well, you can take that and put that up your butt and smoke it, because I don't care. I serve one God and one God only, and that's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross and rise again on the third day. And his father set him on the right hand with his enemy as his footstool. He's given all power and authority in heaven and earth. And you, Alphabet, declare yourself an enemy of him. So I really don't care. And furthermore, Donald J. Trump won the 2020 election, and it was stolen. It's been proven over and over again in Wisconsin, in Philadelphia, in Georgia, and Arizona, that there was more fraudulent votes that could be counted, that the entire apparatus of the Republican and the DNC parties is specifically designed to steal and in place their candidates where they want them. It is an entire 100% sham, a complete deception that is our government. And furthermore, our economy is nothing but 100% lie. Our dollar is worthless. Our president is an idiot who's not even seen in the doggone Oval Office. He's in the executive building across the street on sound stages. The guy can't put 4 words together, can't hardly walk, doesn't know how to operate steps or a bicycle. So is there anything else I can say to get my page permanently removed from YouTube? Because let me know what it is, and I will say that too. Because you guys are nothing but a bunch of Marxist, fascist Nazis by the original definition, not the new one that you made up. MAGA, where we go one, we go all of it that you don't like. Donald Trump is my president. I will vote for him again, even if he's behind bars with your fake lawsuits, your fake crimes. The president had every single right to take documents home with him to Mar-a-Lago. The president has full authority to declassify documents at any time for any reason, just like Barack Hussein Obama and his husband, Michael Obama, who's never had a picture pregnant, who is a transvestite dude, and we all know it. That's right. I said it. You don't like it. I don't care. Just like Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, as Bill Clinton got on the plane and headed to Epstein Island, went down there and fondled little children, as most of our politicians seem to like. They all brought home documents. George W. Bush, the sellout piece of crap, McCain lover. They all brought documents home with them. Millions and millions of documents. So if Donald Trump is guilty, so are they. We got this dead vegetable of a president in the White House that can barely not drool on himself. And one other thing, he's probably taking cocaine to keep the dementia away. That's why they found cocaine in the White House. Anything else? Am I kicked off yet? Here's a story for you. This is for Gateway Pundit reporting. October 2nd, 2023. Now there's evidence the FBI planned the January 6th operation and planted documents days earlier that were later used against innocent Americans. It was discovered that the government itself was the author of the mysterious 1776 returns document. So let's go on and see the story here. The mysterious document was sent unsolicited to Proud Boy Chairman how do you say it? Queen, how do you say that? Anyways, Torreno's Telegram right before January 6th. He's now serving like 20 years in prison because of this document and he was not even there, by a love interest named Erica Flores. Can we say FBI agent? Flores reportedly testified in the January 6th committee that a government official was the author of the entirety of the 1776 returns and that the FBI and the CIA member or associate asked her to share it with Torreno. He was charged with seditious conspiracy and was later found guilty along with the fellow members of the Proud Boy. He was sentenced to 22 years in federal prisons for planning the entire seditious conspiracy. We know that it was the FBI who was behind. You hear that, Google? It was the FBI who was behind January 6th conspiracy. According to the motion by attorney Roger Roots, it appears that the government itself has authored the most incriminating, damning document in the case, which was mysteriously sent at a government request to the Proud Boy leader, in crime, I don't want to say his name. Anyways, immediately prior to the January 6th, in order to frame or implicate Torreno in a government-created scheme to storm buildings around the Capitol, such as Exhibit 528-1, and the government's efforts to frame smear defendants with it. It continues outrageous government conduct. This is either entrapment or outrageous government conduct or both. Equally improper. It is a Brady violation because the Department of Justice must surely have known that these revelations before putting Special Agent Dobrinsky, however you say his name, on the stand February 9th to introduce the evidence. And you can't make this stuff up. So January 6th was a total setup frame job. Of course, we knew that all along. Nancy Pelosi and her stinking daughter recording all the vents as she went, I just gotta be famous about what's going on here. And I was scared to death. We need to send in the National Guard, and Donald Trump won't do it, even though he did. Donald Trump authorized the National Guard. Nancy Pelosi and Mayor Bowser said no. You hear that, Google? So January 6th was an entire setup. The pipe bomb was planted at the DNC and the RNC headquarters. The Senate recessed because the objection to the count of the delegates had happened, and there was a congressman and a senator behind it. So they recessed to go deliberate. Then it was the Capitol was evacuated because the pipe bombs were found. Then Ray Epstein whispered into the guy's ears and the storming of the Capitol was on. And President Trump didn't finish speaking and the whole mega crowd hadn't got there for another half an hour and 45 minutes. How about that? Google, YouTube, Alphabet. Why did Donald Trump announce that he was going to have that rally several weeks before the rally, when in the entire history of his presidency, he would announce on a Wednesday there's going to be a Walla Walla, Washington on Friday, and 30,000 people would show up? Now, the president of the United States, even the dead dumb one we have now, doesn't go anywhere without
months of preparation by the Secret Service. That's according to Dan Bongino, who used to be in the Secret Service. Why did the president announce it so early? Was it to give Nancy Pelosi time and the FBI and the DOJ time to create their seditious conspiracy? Yes, there was a coup to take over the United States of America. It began on November 3rd and ended on January 6th when they successfully took over in America, putting a fraudulent president into office. Smoke that, Google.
So that was me this morning and ranting. And so the whole purpose of me posting this on YouTube is just to piss YouTube off, because I really don't care. As I said, if you're watching this, I will never post another video on YouTube unless they take this one down. I'll repost it until they kick me entirely off. You can now find my show at Rumble, where they allow freedom of speech, at Patriot Mike Cook. You can also follow me on Telegram at Patriot Mike Channel. You can also follow me on Facebook, but it's, limited on Facebook at Mike Cook, my personal page, and the Patriot Mike Show fan page. You can also find me on Truth at Patriot Mike Show and on X at Patriot Mike Show. So there you go. Get off of YouTube. YouTube sucks. Go to Rumble. It's the doggone best place to be by far under any circumstances. And besides that, Rumble actually monetizes me. I actually get checks in the mail from them. It's kind of cool. Where YouTube, well, they make all the money. They put the commercials on there and they make all the money, and screw you. That's the way I feel about it. So that was kind of loud. Anyways, it's time for me to go. And let's see how long. What do you think? Who wants to give it? Hours, days, weeks? How long is it going to be up? I'll be surprised if it stays up the rest of the day. Patriot Mike out.